What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Kia, and if you are returning, welcome back. And in this video, I thought that I would share with you guys why I quit these 3 jobs. So if you are interested in knowing which 3 jobs that I quit, please continue watching. So my very first job was as a retail sales associate at Maxx. And I worked there for about 3.5 months. I worked in the men's and children's department. And let me tell you, I did not like it. When I first started working at that job, I said to myself, you should have went with your gut instead of listening to everybody else. One of the things that I hated the most was doing ticket checks. Another thing that I did not like was working in the kids department. Yeah. And the men's department as well. It's like I hated all of them. The only thing that I enjoyed doing was covering for the fitting room when some of my coworkers would go on their lunch break, or if they done clocked out for the day, I would go cover the fitting room. And I would always try my best to make sure I get to the fitting room. Like if I see that there's another coworker over here with me covering the kids department and the men's department, I would go speak to my manager and I would be like, hey, I was wondering if I could work the fitting room. And the reason why I say I did not like working in the children's department, that should pretty much be self-explanatory. You would basically be picking up after kids as if you were in a daycare. Customers they don't even be paying attention to their kids when they be playing around and doing all different stuff, picking up things and then not putting them back, and I have to go back and pick up after them. That was tedious. And in the men's department, guys would pick up clothes, try them on, drop them, and not even bother picking them up. It was really frustrating. I realized that working that very first job that I had, I can't stay on my feet too long. And at first I was like, maybe it's the floor. Then I thought maybe it's the shoes that I'm wearing. Then 3 pairs of shoes later, I realized, okay, it's not the floor. It is not my shoe. It's my feet. And so pretty much that was one reason why my feet was one of the reasons why I quit TJ Maxx. Another reason was because of the location. I live in North Charleston. I would have to take one bus to go all the way downtown and then take another bus from downtown just to go to Mount Pleasant to that job. That on top of me having to have bus fare to take 2 jobs, to take 2 buses just to get to TJ Maxx was just hell as a whole. When I first started working at TJ Maxx, they had me booked maybe working 4 days out of the week. And then it went from 4 days to me working 3. And then from 3 days, they got me working 2. And I'm like, hold up. Can I speak to someone, because these hours that you guys are giving me, it's becoming slimmer and slimmer and slimmer, and it's not looking good on my paycheck. So they pretty much was not giving me the hours that I wanted. And it wasn't until I put in my 2 weeks that they decided to give me more hours. And by then I pretty much was already over it. I was just like, look, I'm gonna work these 2 weeks. I'm going to, continue to come to work. And then once my 2 weeks is up, it's up. So the second job that I got was at Dollar Tree, working as a cashier back in 2019. And the interview process went quick. It was less than 10 minutes. And I said to myself after the interview was over, I said, wow, they pretty much hire anybody, huh? And, he pretty much got me on the cash register fairly quickly. I shadowed him for about, I want to say maybe an hour. And I'm a quick learner, so it was easy to learn some of the stuff that he was doing. And then there was this one customer that came in, rude as hell, and she was checking out, or I was checking out all her stuff. Everything was going fine. And then she started to catch an attitude with me because she's like, oh, I thought because she got mad at her total. When I pressed enter, she was like, oh, I thought everything in here is $1. Why is all this stuff, how did it come to that much? And I'm like, well, ma'am, that includes, all this stuff is $1, but we have to include, you know, the tax and everything. And then she started getting upset with me saying, oh, I want to speak to a manager. All this stuff is supposed to be $1 and it cost. So she basically wanted to return everything, all because of the tax that needed to be added. So I pretty much scanned all the stuff that she had, and I had to basically rescan everything, return everything, because she did not want to pay the taxes for the total. And I said to myself, are you freaking kidding me? Like, after I had that run-in with her, that pretty much just ruined my whole day. But the main reason why I quit Dollar Tree is because of, you guessed it, my feet. So the third job that I had was also back in 2019. And I was working as a team member at Arby's. And same thing, I worked there for a day and I was pretty much over it. The interview process went just like Dollar Tree. They'll hire anybody. And, you know, they gave me my uniform. They gave me like an apron. They gave me a hat. They gave me my t-shirt. And they wanted me to buy some, what's it called? Non-slip resistant shoes. And so I pretty much had got the slip resistant shoes. I had started my first day. And, you know, they had me watch like a training video. So pretty much, she put me out. Where did I go first? I think first she put me on the register. And I was like, I don't think this is going to be I don't think I'm going to do a good job on the register. And she's like, you don't feel confident? You don't think you're going to do good? Like, you don't, what's the problem? And I said, well, just because I watched the videos online and, you know, it's not quick, it's not easy for me to just learn it just by watching a video. I need to actually watch someone, you know, do it. I need to see, you know, what you guys type in and everything. I can't just learn something just by watching 4 videos. So she called herself getting an attitude at me. And I'm saying to myself, lady, this is my first day. You expect me to learn something by watching a 4-part video and expect me to all of a sudden get it right then and there? So she pretty much had me shadow her. And then after, I guess she got tired of me standing by her side watching her, she decided to put me onto the fryer station. And I was like, okay. So I went over to the fry station, and that was pretty much easy. All I had to do was just pick up the fries, choose a size, whether it was small, medium, or large. Whether it was small, medium, or large. And I pretty much would just put the fries in, and I would help the drive-through until the lady came back and she wanted me to work the register again. And she was like, so are you ready now? Are you ready to do the register? And I was like, I could try. I'll try. But if it doesn't go right, and I gave her that look, I was like, if it doesn't go right, it ain't my fault. Of course, as expected, they were frustrated with me because, and I'm trying to explain to them, you know, it's my first day. Please bear with me. I'm still learning how to do this whole thing. And, you know, they started to get a little frustrated. They complained to the manager about me taking a slow time registering their orders. And so then she had me go on to like wipe down the tables and like take the food out to the customers. Those that did drive through and they waiting outside. She had me basically run the food out to the customers. And after all of that, of the training videos, her catching the attitude with me on the register, to the customers getting upset with me and not understanding that this is my first day, I was like, okay, fast food is not for me. Fast food is definitely not for me. This is not a career field that I would ever choose. And those that do fast food or any kind of like McDonald's, Burger King, hats off to you, because after being, you know, behind the counter and seeing how it is working there and all the shit that you have to go through just for these customers to get a meal, they got it easy. They just do not know what it's like to work behind the line in a burning ass, hot ass kitchen. But even though I quit all 3 of these jobs, I learned a lot along the way. I learned how to be a retail sales associate, you know, what goes into working the cashier position, and as well as working the fast food position. So even though there were a lot of negative things as to why I left these jobs, I definitely learned a lot of positive things about the jobs as well. You know, it gave me like insight as to what these people go through on a daily basis. It's easy for people like me and different customers like me to just go in, get what I want, pay for it, and leave, versus actually working these jobs and knowing what it's like and knows what goes into these jobs at the same time. So yes, there were a lot of negatives about these jobs, but there also was a lot of positives about these jobs as well. Thank you guys for watching this video. Even though I felt like I was rambling and going all over the place, please continue to be patient with me. Also, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys on my next video.
Watch me turn around, yeah, you know I'm burning. Watch me turn around, yeah, you know I'm burning.